It's Hot Tub Happy Hour, the Wine Wednesday edition. And thankfully it cooled down a little bit from yesterday because this actually isn't too bad. There's a little bit of a breeze in the backyard, so that's making me pretty happy. So it is Wine Wednesday, and I'm usually featuring a local wine. So I was digging a little deep into the back of my wine cellar, and what I found was this Valley of the Moon Cab. So this is a 2008, so I don't even think they're selling this anymore. But great little place out in Valley of the Moon if you haven't been out there. Another amazing tasting room, super yummy wines. Now I understand they just got purchased by Gunluck Bunshoe, and I love the name. My one of my friends said how you remember to say Gunluck Bunshoe is it's gun, lock, bun, shoe on your foot. So that's how you figure out how to say it. At least that's how I say it. Maybe some other people say it differently. It's a lot easier to remember that. Anyways, they just bought Valley of the Moon. So it'd be interesting to see what kind of changes they have coming up and what they're going to be doing. Of course, you know, obviously still pouring the great wine. Now I am going to actually taste this real quick before I go ahead and do what I really shouldn't do. Well, you should, but you shouldn't. Put it into a sangria because it's warm out here. Oh, that's lovely. Oh. Ooh. That's still super, super good. 2008. So I am making sangria. I pre-made all the fruit and the juice and all the other things because I've pretty much proven that I cannot actually make drinks in front of people on camera. The last one making mojitos was, you know, kind of a debacle, but that's all right. It tasted really good. So what I put in there was all of the cut up fruit. I added in some apple and some orange, a little bit of Meyer lemon from my friend's garden, and half a lime. Hi Shirley, hi Mike. And put those in there with a little bit of orange juice. I added in some rum. I had to find some more rum because we drank that other stuff. It was so good. Anyways, I found some dark rum to pop in there and some brown sugar. So I put that in there. So I've got it all mixed up, ready to go. And you might ask, well, is sangria a good way to use some of your, you know, not so good wine? I would say no, because if you've got some not so good wine or you don't like it, or it's just go ahead and dump it out. It's okay. Or make spaghetti sauce with it, something like that. But here's the deal. Just like when you make a margarita, do not use the shitty tequila, okay? Because then you will have a shitty margarita. That's how it works. Same thing goes with sangria. So you want to make a sangria with a nice dry red wine. And you know, it's okay to pick a decent wine. Of course, you probably don't want to pour in an $80 bottle of wine, but you know, pick something that's still very, very good. So don't take your stuff that's turned or that's been out too long or whatever else, because it's just not going to taste good, okay? That's the rules. That's the rules. Okay, let's add in some of this here red wine, because this is the fun part. It's actually, you know, pouring it in. Here we go. So basically, you put the entire bottle in. And I just realized I did not bring my spoon out. You guys are gonna like this. Here, we'll just stir it up with the bottle. I'm fun to go camping with. Honestly, we can make anything work. And if you don't have your bottle opener, guarantee you I can figure out how to get a bottle of wine open. 100%. Not a problem. Okay, so a nice boozy little sangria with some wine and fruit and, whoa, that's heavy, and rum. Yay! It's got everything you need in it. Tracy is watching. Hey, how are you? So that's a little sangria. Let's see how I did. Oh, well, it's absolutely perfect for a nice warm day like today. This is the time when it is absolutely acceptable to put ice in your wine. But I'm not judging anybody. I put ice in my wine all the time, you know, because it's warm. What do you expect? It's hot out here, darn it. Okay, so that's our sangria. I guess maybe I should put the recipe up on the website. I think I added some other stuff that wasn't in the regular recipe, so you never know. That's just how I roll, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I've got some really good fun facts, information about wine in general, because it is, after all, Wine Wednesday, and I'm here to educate you. So some of these things, especially most people in Sonoma County, especially if you're a wine drinker of any kind, some of these things you already know, because, you know, we live here, we live in wine country, and you just kind of hear these things. Other places around the world, and especially around the country, may not know these little facts. So, did you know that you can only call a sparkling wine champagne if it is from the Champagne region in France? And I think there is only one exception in the United States, and that is Corbel. You'll notice on their label it says champagne because it was grandfathered in a long time ago. They've been calling it champagne for forever. So they kind of got, you know, grandfathered in. And the same goes for port wines. So you can no longer call a sweet dessert wine, even in a port style, you can no longer call it a port unless it's made in the Porto region. So there you go. Very interesting facts. Hi, Leanna. Do you have your sangria? I have plenty. You may want to stop by and get a to-go cup. So refreshing. Okay. Okay, do you know why you store your wine bottles on their side? Some people don't know this. So you want to store your bottles on the side because you want to keep the cork wet. If the cork gets dry, that's when you stand the possibility of getting some of the air in, some oxygen in, which will oxidize your wine, it'll affect the taste, and then it's no good, and I won't even let you make sangria out of it, okay? All right. So did you know, this is another one most people know in Sonoma County just from being in the wine area, the vintage of wine is the year the grapes were grown. So if you said, this one was 2008. So that was the year the grapes were grown, not the year it went in the bottle, not the year that it was ready to go. That's how they do it. This is a fun one. Did you know that there is a winery in every single state of the United States? Oh, a winery making wine in every single state of the US. Okay, that's pretty cool, actually. All right, so I read here, now this is not from me, I read this on the internet, so it has to be true. Decanting your red wines for an hour is the same as cellaring it for 1 year. So if they say, oh, you should lay down this wine for a year, it's not going to be ready. According to the interwebs, it says that if you decant your wine right there for 1 hour, you got a year of aging. Just like that. Instant good wine, ready to go. Now, I know you guys are probably waiting for some of the good stuff. I've got some good stuff at the very end that you'll really like. So you got to stick with me on this, okay? But first, we're going to talk about the health benefits of wine because they are many, which is why I drink wine. It's for the health benefits, okay? Number one, no fat and no cholesterol in wine. Look at that. Huh. No fat, no cholesterol. It's on everybody's diet list of acceptable things. 1 glass, which they say is 4 ounces. I tend to cheat that a little bit. It's probably a little more than 4 ounces, but 1 glass is approximately 85 calories. So not overly caloric intake on that. Okay, let's see. To get the same amount of antioxidants that you will find in wine, you would need to drink 20 glasses of apple juice or 7 glasses of orange juice. That's a lot of juice and that's a lot of sugar. You can avoid the sugar intake from drinking all of that juice so that you can get your antioxidants immediately. There's John. Hey, John. Okay. So, speaking of antioxidants, drinking red wine, it says in small doses. You know, small is a relative term. I don't know who's really determined what the definition of small is in this case, but the antioxidants that are found in red wine will lower incidences of cardiovascular disease and will lessen the chance of developing type 2 diabetes by 30%. I am here to save your life today. It is all about the wine. Okay. Now, some wines are better for you than others when it comes to the antioxidants. Mostly it's the tannins that you want that has more of the antioxidants. You're going to find more of the tannins in the red wines and especially in the bolder wines like a Cab. So the Cab's going to have more of those antioxidant properties than, say, a Pinot. Pinot still has them. Not down on the Pinot. Still love the Pinot. And you're going to look for drier wines. So usually a Cab, a little bit drier rather than a sweet wine. And this is interesting, lower alcohol wines. So this is where you go where it's like, okay, is it a 4-ounce glass? Is it an 8-ounce glass? Is it one glass? Is it a small amount? Is it a big amount? Well, I just don't know. I just don't know. Lower alcohol, preferably below 13%. So this is where it kind of contradicts itself because typically a Cab gonna be a little higher alcohol, just in general, let's see. What else? Young red wines are better than old wines, red wines, simply because they have more tannins. So this is a little bit of an older wine, but it's okay. I got my Cab on. We're still good. I'm getting my antioxidants today. And because I added a little bit of juice and a little bit of the sugar, I'm getting extra antioxidants. Look at that. It's a health drink right here. All right. So I do want to let you guys know some numbers, okay? Oh, see, and Gabriel, you're welcome, Gabriel. He said, thank you for thinking about my health. It really is all about you guys. I want you guys to stay healthy so that you can continue to be here for Hot Tub Happy Hour. And when we all get out of jail, I might have a hot tub party. I don't know how many people I can fit in here. We'll have to give it a test. I don't know. All right, so some wine numbers. So you're wondering, okay, this one glass of wine, how many grapes really does it take? It takes about 1 grape cluster. And did you know that in 1 grape cluster, it's about 75 grapes? Now, usually wine grapes are going to be a little bit smaller than your regular table grapes that you see in the grocery store, obviously. Well, maybe not obviously to some people. We live in Sonoma County, so you may have seen some wine grapes on a vine. They look a little bit different. Let's see. 1 grapevine produces 10 bottles of wine. Not even a case. 1 grapevine. That's pretty good though. 10 bottles. Okay, 1 acre can contain 400 vines. That'll give you about 5 tons of grapes. Okay, so let's see. Where's my tons here? Oh, I don't have my tons on here. It's not on here. It dropped right off. I don't even know how many bottles of wine that is. I gotta do the math. I don't do math. Get out your calculator. You guys figure that out. But I will tell you that a regular bottle of wine, just like that, 2.4 pounds of grapes, and it equals about 4 glasses of wine. Like I said, depends on how big or small you pour your glasses of wine. I tend to pour them a little bit bigger, so there's really not as many glasses in there. When I say, I drank the whole bottle myself, it's like, oh, you drank an entire bottle of wine yourself? I'm like, it's 3.5 glasses, okay? 3, maybe, okay? Not that bad. All right. Okay. So you want to know about wine glasses. Sometimes you've probably seen people have the different types of wine glasses, different sizes. Granted, this is a plastic glass. Would not be my first choice for drinking my wine, but I am in the hot tub, so I am drinking responsibly. I do not want to break a glass and have any glass in my hot tub. So drinking responsibly with the plastic glass. But there are different sizes and styles and all kinds of different glass that you can drink your wine out of, and there's a good reason. It actually does change the taste of the wine. So they've done studies, they've done tests, blind testing, all of this stuff, where they've used different styles of glasses for certain kinds of wines that are made for certain wines, and different glass quality. So there's a whole thing to that. That's a whole nother show that we'll probably have to get into. I'll put it on my list. I'm gonna have to, literally test it out for myself. I mean, seriously, come on. Okay, now I told you at the very end I would have like the best facts at the very end. So I thought this was pretty funny, kind of a cute term. They say a cork tease. You ever heard that been called a cork tease? Cork tease is someone who constantly talks about the wine that they're going to open, but they never do. I have a few friends like that, but then I've got the other friends that are like, let's open this bottle of wine. It's gonna be amazing. I love those friends. Come on over. I got some more stuff in my little wine cellar back there. We'll open up some good stuff. Some good stuff. Okay, so don't be a cork tease. Just open the bottle. Life is short, okay? Now I'm gonna end with my all-time favorite. This is from a survey in Australia. Gotta love the Aussies, right? They do these studies. A survey from Australia stated that women that drink 2 cups of wine a day tend to enjoy sex more than women who don't drink at all. And all I have to do is say, cheers to that, ladies. Drink up. All right, my friends. That's gonna wrap it up for me. My little wine facts for you. I hope that was helpful. I hope you got something out of it. If you've got some other health benefits of wine that you've heard about, or maybe you're just making them up. I don't care if you're making them up, make them up, because I love stuff like that. Post them in the comments and let us know all your health benefits for your wine. And Sharon, thank you. She says, so true. Absolutely. Way to go, ladies, drinking that wine. That's right. Make sure you like and subscribe to my Hot Tub Happy Hour YouTube channel. I will see you guys on Friday. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn on the bubbles for the end of this so you guys can see what happens to my ducks and my flamingos and my unicorns. Ciao. Push the right button. There it goes. And there they go. Bye guys. They're all going into the filter. Like I said, I'm working on retrofitting the tub for my ducky races and flamingo races. Okay, you guys, have a great night. Happy Wine Wednesday.